first graders. Let's work on your third lesson in your geography books this week. We're going to be looking at another kind of map and answering some more questions about it. So for today, you'll need your geography book, you'll need a pencil, and something to color with. Colored pencils or crayons work well. Okay? Once you've got those things, let's turn to week 3. It says up there, or if you look down at the bottom, it says page 15. What is this in this picture? Well, we can look at the title. It says Garden Apartments up here. Have you ever lived in an apartment building or known anybody who has? Apartments are large buildings usually that have lots and lots of different little homes, different rooms that people live in. Families live in, grandparents, parents. People sometimes live in an apartment by themselves. Lots of different combinations, but they all share the same building and they each have their own living space to live in. So up here it says, this map shows an apartment building. Apartments are homes for people. This map shows where people live. So this is a map of the apartment building, the Garden Apartments. There are some things that I notice when I'm looking at this. There's a sign out front that says for rent apartment 2B. 2B. So what is that label? What do you think that label means? If you haven't been in an apartment building, have you ever been in a hotel maybe, where the door is labeled with a number, and then you know if you're in the right room, you know which room you've been assigned to. A lot of times apartments have that as well. They'll have some sort of label so that the families know which one is theirs, or when visitors come, they know which door to knock on to come in. So when I look at these different labels, I see the Guzmans live in 1A, Miss Carter lives in 1B, and Mr. Winters lives in 1C. A, B, and C, but they all have the number 1 with it. What do you think that might mean? Up here it says Miss Brooks and Miss Jones are in 2A. 2B is empty. That's the one that the sign had for rent, so there isn't anybody living in 2B right now. And then the Wongs live in 2C. So all of these have the number 2 with them, A, B, and C. These all had 1, A, B, and C. I'm starting to think I see a pattern. Up here we have the Johnsons live in 3A, and Mr. and Mrs. Young live in 3B. So what do you think the 1, 2, and 3 means? And what does the A, B, and C mean? Well, if you guess that, the 1 means they live on the first floor, 2 means they live on the second floor, and 3 means they live in the third floor, then you'd be right. And then A, B, and C goes from left to right. So if I tell somebody that I'm going to live in apartment 2B, they know that I live on the second floor in the second apartment from the left here, right in the middle. So they would be able to come into the apartment building, go to the second floor, go up the stairs or up an elevator, and then walk to the second door, and it would be labeled with 2B, and there I would be. Okay, let's look at our questions. Number 1, the map shows where people live or work. What did we say the apartment building was for? Is that where they live or work? Circle the answer. Apartments are cars or homes. Circle the answer that you think, cars or homes. How many floors are there? Was there 1 floor, 2 floors, or 3 floors? Which apartment is for rent? Which one could I go and decide to live in? 2A, 2B, or 2C? Circle your answer. What apartment is above the Guzmans? 2A, 2B, or 2C? Okay, so above, we need to look up on the map, which means going towards the top. I need to find the Guzmans. There they are, Guzmans. And go up. Well, there's 2A. We're going to circle 2A. Now we need to look and see. The Wongs live above or below Mr. and Mrs. Young. So we need to find Mr. and Mrs. Young and decide if the Wongs are above them or below them. There's Mr. and Mrs. Young. Do I need to go above or below to get to the Wongs? We need to go below. So the Wongs live below Mr. and Mrs. Young. Circle below. Okay, next page. 1A is on the blank floor. Is that on the first floor, second floor, or third floor? What did we say the 1 stood for? All of the apartments on the first floor have a 1 with them. So we're going to circle first. The Wongs live on the blank floor. First, second, or third. What did we say? We saw their apartment. There's the Wongs. Are they on the first floor, second floor, or third floor? Second. Circle the second. Okay. The Johnsons live downstairs or upstairs? Well, let's find those Johnsons. There they are. Are they downstairs or upstairs? Circle the upstairs. Miss Carter lives downstairs or upstairs? Where's Miss Carter? There she is. She's downstairs. Okay. Now you get to pick what you put in here. In which apartment would you like to live? So look at the map. You can pick any of them. Would you like to live on the first floor? Would you like to live on the third floor? Would you like to live in the middle? Pick which apartment you would like to live in and then write the number and the letter right there. What floor is it on? Is it on the first, second, or third? You can look at how to spell first, second, and third by looking up here. And then you write it on that line. Okay, the last thing to do is to color your favorite apartment. And then once you're done with all of that, you can take pictures of it and put it into Seesaw. And I'll take a look at it at the end of the week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.